Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, welcome to today's video. We are continuing on our series of Shri Purushottam Maas. Today being the 13th day, and we are going to discuss the fifth Lakshana or fifth Vidha in the Navavidha Bhakti, the fifth way of performing devotional service to the Lord, so that we can become close to Him, so that we can please Him. With this consciousness, keeping this thought and aim in our mind, let's directly get into today's topic. Today, the topic is Archanam. Archanam is not just worship of God because God does not need it. It is for our alignment, for our purification, for our sake. That is Archanam. People think of worship means offering flower or lighting the lamp, lighting agarbatti, ringing bells, blowing conch shells, doing rituals in front of the deity. But Archanam is much deeper than rituals. Why? Because the real question is not, does God need your flower? He doesn't, because He is Swarat, He is Swatantra, He is Atmaram, Atmakam. He is complete in itself. As Ishopnishat, the invocation mantra says, Om Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. He is Purna, He is complete, and even after anything comes from Him, that is complete, and He remains complete. It is a very amazing mathematical calculation. 1 plus 1 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is also 1. That is Krishna. He is beyond our comparison. So He does not need our flower. That is not the question. The real question is, what happens to the heart when we learn, when we admit, when we have accepted to offer it to the Lord. Modern people, they worship too. Yes, they are also worshipping. They just don't call it as worship. Now look carefully, because every human being is already, worshipping something. Some people, they worship success. I am successful. Some people, they worship their beauty. Every day in front of the mirror, they keep looking, they keep taking selfies, they keep posting. In one way, worshipping the beauty. Some people, they worship attention. Some people, they worship productivity. Some worship their own image. People wake up, and the first darshan they take is of their mobile phones. They open the screen, look into the notifications. Before speaking even to the family members, before even remembering Guru and Gauranga, they are into their notifications. Before they could offer gratitude, they start comparing. Before a prayer, scrolling begins. Before scrolling the finger of japa, the scrolling on mobile screen begins. And slowly, without realizing, the mind it takes a shape by what it is repeatedly bowing to, what it is repeatedly respecting, worshipping. Whatever receives your time, wherever you are giving your time, your attention, your consistency, your emotional energy, that has already become your deity. That can be your phone, that can be anything which you like, because worship is not only what happens in the temple. Worship is whatever your life revolves around. Archanam, this sacred service, Archanam, teaches us to consistently direct the tendencies, our whatever tendencies we have, good, bad, ugly, whatever it may be, directing the tendencies towards Bhagavan. Now let us find out what is etymological meaning of Archanam. Archanam means formal worship. Archa and Nam means completely. Archa is form of the Lord. Archa is a humble offering, a service, worship, and it can be in different ways. Archanam can be intentional offering. It is a regulated devotion, not a random emotion, not temporary imitation, not temporary inspiration. Archanam is training the body, mind, senses, words, our time and our habits to revolve around Krishna, to be attached to Krishna, to serve Krishna. Archanam means something even deeper. Intentionally making Krishna the center of our life, the center of our day-to-day life. Not occasionally, daily, consistently, and lovingly. Most important. That is why deity worship is so very powerful. Because the problem in the modern life is not lack of information. There is sufficient information. It is lack of sacred discipline. It is lack of niyamitta. It is lack of our determination. Now let's put the scriptural foundation to it. In Srimad Bhagavatam lists Archanam among the 9 limbs of bhakti. As Prahlad Maharaj said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pad Sevanam, Archanam. Then Vandyam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedam, which will be topic for further videos. But here is Archanam, the 5th limb, the 5th way of Navavida Bhakti. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna proclaims, he explains to Arjuna. He says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. He says to Arjuna, Patram, a leaf. Even if one offers me a leaf, a flower, water or a fruit, but offers me with devotion, with love, yo me bhaktaya. Notice something extraordinary here. Krishna he does not emphasizes on price. He is not asking for luxury. He is not asking for gold. He is not asking for status. He is not asking for big, huge, pompous performances. Krishna is emphasizing bhaktya, devotion. And Srila Prabhupada explains this very elaborately. He says the only qualification required to achieve Krishna is to be a pure devotee. Srila Rupa Goswami calls this as laulyam, the greed to satisfy Krishna. Greed not to satisfy our senses, but greed to satisfy Krishna, to make Krishna happy. This changes everything, because Archanam is not about impressing God. How can you? He's having Lakshmi by his side all the time. He's having Shiva serving him. Brahma with 4 heads meditating, thinking how to perform service better. Indra with thousands of eyes looking what can be involved in Krishna's service. How can we impress him? Not possible. It is just a humble thing. It is about purifying the worshipper. We purify ourselves. We become something sacred that Krishna may like us when we are offered. Let's take some examples now. From Srimad Bhagavatam, King Prithu, Maharaj Prithu, and worship through responsibility. Prithu Maharaj is one of the primary examples connected with Archanam in traditional commentaries of Navavida Bhakti. But his worship was not escapism. He was king. He was not running away from his responsibility of being king. He ruled responsibility. He protected his citizens. He organized society around dharma. Like students, or let them be working class, let them be mercantile class, let them be the protecting class, the policemen, mercantile, the businessmen, let them be the judiciary class, the lawyers or the judges, the politicians, the netas, the Rajarishis, the ministers. He organized the complete society around the order of dharma and worshipped the Lord with deep regulations and reverence. Once Prithu Maharaj, he was performing yajna, Ashwamedh yajnas. He had already completed 99 and he was doing the 100th. At that time, Indra came and kidnapped the horse again and again, again and again. But Prithu Maharaj, he kept performing the service, Ashwamedh Yajna. Finally, he becomes disturbed and he says, catch Indra and let us kill him. He's disturbing my Ashwamedh Yajna. This is my offering to the Lord. And that's when Lord Vishnu comes. He says, don't do this for Indra. Don't kill him. Because ultimately, he is kind of appointed by me. So don't do that. Anyways, you have done 99. What is the need of 100? Over here, see, somebody who wants that position, somebody who is wanting a status, who wants Pratishtha to be established for performer of 100 Ashwamedh Yajnas, Prithu Maharaj, brink of eye, he immediately dropped that. He said, okay, my lord, if you wish that you, and the whole reason for me performing Ashwamedh Yajna is to please you, is to satisfy you, is for your pleasure. If you are already satisfied, if you are happy, I don't need to perform the 100th. It's okay for with 99. Let Indra be satisfied and you are satisfied. I am very much pleased. Because Archanam is not merely a ritualistic performance. It is bringing a sacred order, pavitrata, bhakti mayata in our life. A disorganized mind cannot sustain devotion for long. It will run here, it will run there, but when we start organizing, Archanam is that training order which organizes our mind in Krishna consciousness, in bhakti. Let's get into the deep psychology of Archanam. Why do temples have timings? Think about it. Why do they have procedures? First conch shell will be blown, then the curtains will be open, Pujari will get in, purify the hands, and after the cleanliness, he will ring the bell and offer with agarbatti, starting with agarbatti and then with ghee lamp. Why the chamar and peacock feather come at the end? Why there is conditions? Why there is cleanliness? Why there is dress standard, that nothing which is stitched cloths cannot enter the altar? Offering has a standard. Mantras, this mantra first, next mantra next, and before as soon as we see the Lord, we should offer obeisances. Why worship is regulated? Because the human mind becomes sacred, becomes fixed through repeated pavitra actions, with sacred actions, with bhaktimay actions. Our mind will become regulated. Modern culture trains impulsiveness. Eat anytime, I'll eat what I want. Sleep anytime, I'll sleep like I want. Think anytime, I will think whatever I want. Consume endlessly without any regulation. Without even thinking, there is no difference becoming between you and animal. That is the modern society pushing us. Impulsiveness. But Archanam trains the consciousness through routine. And this is not just a normal routine, this is a sankalpa routine, a sacred routine. You wake up on time, on a particular time, you bathe, you offer, you bow down, you do pranams, you offer dandavats, you offer regulated seva, and hence your senses are regulated. Slowly, the chaos around us, the chaos of mind, the chaos of our senses reduces. Consciousness becomes refined. So instead of worrying or thinking about refined oils or refined petroleum, let's be conscious and think about and be worried and work towards refining our consciousness. A powerful truth most people misses in Archanam. What is that? People think I will worship when I feel spiritual. When I feel spiritual? A joke to Srila Prabhupada. He said, Bhakti does not depend on your mood. Examples. A mother feed her child whenever, even if she's tired. And whenever the child wants to be fed, mother will feed. Even if she is tired, she is sleeping, she will feed. A musician practices without inspiration. Musicians, some people say, I need inspiration. Without inspiration also they practice. They have to. And if an athlete trains even during difficult days, even if there is injury, but still he will attend the training session, not increasing the injury, but keeping it in control. Not worried of mood swings, but training is must. Similarly, Archanam teaches consistency beyond emotions, beyond feelings, mood, impulsiveness, beyond that. Love wants expression, and that is why Srila Prabhupada says bhakti is not just emotion, not just feeling, it is devotional service, physically entering into it. That is why devotees accept Prabhupada principle and they decorate the deity. They do something physical as a seva, decorating the deity, offering a flower, cooking for Krishna, waking up Krishna, singing for Krishna. Not because Krishna is dependent on us. Yeah, that is a bhav of seva. That can be a bhav of seva. That is a bhav of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, Dashrath and Kaushalya. But because for us, devotion becomes tangible through offering. That bhakti is perceived if we make it in our action, if we do it in our action as Archanam. Why deity worship feels so personal? Have you thought about it? Some people, they may ask, why worship a deity form? You can worship anywhere, anything, Krishna, Lord, Paramatma present everywhere. Yes, but because love needs expression, and for expressing we need another faculty, we need another personality. That is why Archa Vigraha comes into form. Have you ever heard people, I have never heard, I don't know about you, I don't think anybody says, I love my family internally only. I will never express it, but internally pyar hai, lekin the real love naturally expresses itself. A child will worship mother by massaging feet, giving water to father, or bringing his shoes, polishing the shoes. We have done this in our childhood because we love our family, and that comes into expression. Taking care of our siblings, giving our gifts to our siblings. That's love expressed. Real love is naturally expressed itself. It can be expressed through care, or through giving attention, or offering, or decoration, or time, or remembrance. Many people, the new love birds, they say, you don't love me. Why? Because you have not called. No, I did not call because I don't have time. That's why I couldn't call. That means you don't remember. I remember. The countless thing goes on. So remembrance is also an expression of love, of bhakti, as Archanam. We cook for Krishna. We decorate Krishna. We wake up for Krishna and wake Krishna for his pleasure. We offer lamp, agarbatti, ghanti, or conch shell, or bell, and sing for Krishna. Not because Krishna is dependent on us, but because bhakti, again, same formula. Bhakti becomes tangible through service. Let me give you another example. Again from Srimad Bhagavatam. This is now 10th canto. The Brahmana's wife offering something to the Lord. Krishna, along with his cowherd friends, had gone to the forest of Vrindavan and grazing the cows. And they suddenly became hungry. The food they brought was already over. They wanted to eat more. They could not find any place. And now Krishna says, go to the Brahmanas. Nearby they are performing yajna. Huge sacrifice is going on. Go there immediately and ask for food. Tell them that Balaram, Vasudev's son from Mathura, and Krishna is asking for food. Please give. But and then the cowherd boys, the friends of Krishna, Gopas, they went immediately. Sakhas went, asked the Brahmanas, and Brahmanas say, Shushu, we are busy in mantra offering. Idam Indra, idam Nama, idam Agne, idam Nama, idam Varuna, idam Nama, idam Brahma. Goes on. They neglected the personality, Krishna being present, the Supreme Lord. Asking personally, no, not one, but here, ritualistic. Whereas when they came back, they said, Krishna, they did not listen. They insulted it. They just shush us. What should we do? Krishna said, go again. He said, no more insults. He He said, no, this time go to the wives of Brahmanas. And the cowherd boys came to them, informed that Krishna is hungry. Along with him, we are. Just immediately, without delaying, they ran inside the kitchen, and the wife of Brahmanas immediately prepared offering for Krishna and his friends with intense devotion, with love, with all bhakti. They have heard he was nearby, and taking all the offerings, they came to Krishna and fed them. You look at the contrast. Meanwhile, their husbands, the scholarly husbands, the purified, the Brahmanas, the Dvijas, the Pandits, the Gyanis, they were busy only with technical ritualism. And then there is a song. Jaya Dvija Patni Jaya Naga Kanyagan Bhakti Tejahara Pailo Govinda Charan. Jai Dvija Patni, Jai ho the wives of Brahmanas. Because with simple offering, with Archanam, they caught the feet of Govinda. Govinda personally came to them because of this love they had. This reveals a deep truth. Archanam without devotion becomes mechanical, but devotion expressed through offering becomes transformative. Bhakti is not a dry ritual, devotees, and it is not sentimental chaos either. Archanam harmonizes our feelings. It is in discipline. It has a beauty and a sacred attention. Modern Archanam is very relatable. How? Today's people, they decorate their profiles. They are also doing Archanam, but may not be to the Lord. They are doing for themselves. They decorate their profile, putting some filters and so many things. I don't even know how many apps are there now. For just this reason. Show your switching side. Show your virtualness. Brands, they are decorating themselves. People, they decorate their offices, their body, their lifestyle. Everything is becoming so superficial. But the altar of heart remains neglected. Archanam is asking you, what if the same attention used for self-image was redirected towards Bhagavan? Imagine now, carefully cooking for Krishna, cleaning the altar, offering food before eating, maintaining sacredness in your room, in your house, in your life. The entire atmosphere of life will change. Let's see some of the practical Archanam which we can do in our daily life now. First, create Satvikta. How that can be done? Even small cleaning of altar or the place where you sit and meditate or chant your japa or read, if you just clean that, it will change your consciousness. Your room, your surrounding will influence your mind. So bring Satvikta so that our thoughts can become Satvik and slowly Shuddha Satvik. Second, offer food before eating. It's very simple. And then what will happen? Instead of this food is for my enjoyment, we will learn this is Krishna's mercy. This is prasad. Prasad means mercy. Eating then becomes spiritualized. They popularly say that food will become prasad if bhakti is present, if Archanam is present. Third way which we can practically put in our life is worship with attention. Mechanical worship will weaken our heart, devotees. But we should not rush in Aarti. Like task list. This is done, this is done, this is done, this is done. Agarbati done, lamp done, this demigod done, that demigod done, the goddess is done, the Lord is done. Nah. Sometimes when people, they are just in haribari, mechanically they worship, they sing something else. Tan man dhan sab kuch hai mera, kya lage tera? Mera mujhko arpan, kya lage tera? Everything belongs to me. Whereas it should be ulta. Tan man dhan sab kuch hai tera. Tera tujhko arpan, kya lage mera? But because it is going on mechanical, the Lord is not hearing what you are singing. The Lord is thinking, this guy is into, it's just himself and herself. Even a simple offering done attentively has a lot of power. One sincere flower is greater than distracted luxury. What is now the fourth point which we can imply? Regulate one part of your life. Archanam is deeply connected to discipline. So regulate something. Maybe wake up time should be fixed. Offer one daily prayer consistently. It can be the Gopi Geet, it can be Gajendra Moksha, it can be Kunti Maharani's prayer, or Bhishma Stuti, or Dhruva Maharaj Stuti, or Prahalad. You can choose. Make one prayer constant. Offer tulsi leaf at the feet of Krishna. Bhoga offering, read 5 minutes before something. You can read it before eating, or before starting a work, or before going to sleep. Offer pranams before stepping out of the house. Go to the Lord, offer your pranams, and then step out. Small regulated devotion becomes transformative over time. And my Guru Maharaj, he is requesting everyone that there is 3 sandhyas. 3 times when the day or night shifts, switches. Like the night changes into morning. Then morning changes into afternoon. Afternoon to evening. These are 3 sandhyas. At least in these 3 sandhyas, chant 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, at least. If you are doing more, very good, great, continue. But bring this into your practice. 3 times in a day. In sandhyas. Morning, afternoon, evening. 5th point. Offer your best time, not the leftover time. Many people give Krishna only when they have exhausted their time. Late night, or distracted mind, or half attention. No, Archanam is not that. Archanam means consciously giving priority. It can be just 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or these 3 sandhyas, but consciously, attentively, lovingly. The hidden battle begins, which is behind Archanam. What is that? The greatest enemy of worshipping today is not atheism. Again, it is not atheism or not believing in Krishna is the biggest distraction. It is the biggest enemy. No. What is it? Distraction. Distraction is the biggest enemy of Archanam. People no longer know how to focus, how to slow down. Or slow down is not just like walking like a... Slow down means with attention, offering attention, or to remain present in what they are doing. When you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you hear every syllable, every Shabda Brahma. Archanam restrains attention itself. When you carefully offer incense or lamp or a flower or bhoga, carefully chant mantras, carefully dress the Lord, deities, the restless mind will slowly become concentrated and centered. Worship will become meditation through our action. Here we go for the final realization. The world teaches us, consume more. Take this. This is yours. Just run and keep consuming. Archanam says, you can consume with 2 conditions. First, offer it to Krishna. Second, it should be what Krishna likes. After this, you can consume. How simple, no? You can consume, but first offer it to Krishna and offer only that which Krishna likes. Because the soul does not become purified by constant consumption. We become purified, our anarthas will be purified through sacred offering and understanding what Krishna likes. And eventually, true Archanam is not merely an offering flower to Krishna. It is offering our ego, our time, our patience, our habits, our attention, our life itself with reverence, consistency, love and bhakti. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for attending this video. I hope to see you in the next video with your blessings. Till then, keep offering something, at least a time which you have, little or more, but with attention. Let's perform Archanam. Shri Purushottam Maas ki Jai. Archanam Seva ki Jai. पृथु महाराज की जय, ब्राह्मण पत्नियों की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, निताय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे, हरि 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 बोल।